Platinum Realty provides real estate services throughout Kansas City and St. Louis. The company was named the fastest growing real estate company in the U.S. in 2010 by Inc. magazine. Scott DeNeve is founder of Platinum Realty, and he joins me now in studio. Hi there, Scott.
Hi. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thanks for joining me today. So when you decided to start Platinum, some people said you were crazy. What led you to kind of launch this very different real estate model?
Sure, and they did indeed. In 2005, I had my license for a couple of years, and started looking at what the needs were of agents and looking what the role was of a real estate company, and started valuing, looking at that value that they offered. And so I started walking through the office. At the time, I was with the largest real estate company in the city, and just walking through the halls, just kind of looking at the old box computers and the old technology, and trying to see what value that offered really my customers and myself. And I basically determined that, and that wasn't truly something that I was getting as a value for giving up on my commission. So I decided to go out and see what was possible for me to start my own company, and looking at what I could offer a customer with value, and see if I could duplicate those services, and if not, offer more. And so
the way I think of Platinum is that you're kind of like the Regis of real estate. I mean, kind of co-location, right? I mean, the agents get to share space. Is that right? And so then you kind of return more money back to the agent as opposed to paying a big commission to the big house?
Well, not necessarily. The Regis would be more of an executive suites type of atmosphere. Really, what's different about our company is that we don't believe in cubicles. We don't believe in paying for that extra space. Typically, salespeople are at their best when they're on the phone and they're knocking on doors and they're meeting with customers. And a lot of the new agent these days is meeting in coffee shops, meeting in Paneras and such like that. So we designed an office that is very fast-paced, very mobile, and with our multiple locations around the city, it gives them a spot to be able to come in, have conference rooms, have state-of-the-art computers, really to be able to do business and be mobile at the same time, but still have a physical office.
So then they can share meeting space, they can share computers, they can share anything they may need to. They have a conference room if they need to go to one, and you have them located around the city in different pockets of the city. How many offices do you have now? We have 4 offices. They're all strategically placed, very accessible off highways. And yeah, I mean, really the idea is with the latest touchscreen computers, we have a 50-inch touchscreen where clients are able to go in, and really the way that the office is designed is that every buyer has the same ability to look at that computer as the agent does. It's more of an interactive offices to where it's not your stale, stark, typical real estate office. I was going to say, what attracts agents to Platinum's business model, and then what attracts buyers to Platinum?
Well, on the buyer side, it truly is our agents. That's number one. I think it's always important that, most people don't recognize that people choose you for who you are, not for who you're with. And typically that agent is the one that has that relationship. Our buyers enjoy the ability to search for homes, all houses that are available on the internet, right on our site, save their searches, do updates. They're able to come in and get that comfortable feel. Our new office that we just opened a month ago actually has a full-blown cafe inside of it. It has really revolutionized the way real estate is done, and we've trended that here in Kansas City. So really there's that comfortableness for our buyers to be able to come in. And you see a lot of companies in the city that have redesigned their offices to be very similar to ours now, which is also something that's been very encouraging to us, setting that pace. But looking at agents and what attracts them to our company truly is that we've been consistent every single time, every single year, and we've done the same thing. We haven't switched up. Integrity is number one. They know what they're going to get. And the simplicity of our program is truly what is entertaining and intriguing to them.
But agents make more of their commissions, right? They don't have to return so much of their commission to the broker. Is that correct?
It is true. We do. By keeping our overhead low and looking at how we've made it through the economy, the bad economy, truly our strength has been by keeping our overhead very low and manageable and different than what the traditional model is. And that traditional model is go out and get the huge overhead, go get the huge office space, and then figure out how to pay for it. And we really did the opposite. And we went ahead and got the agents first and sold them on us and who we are and what we can offer. And by doing that, they trusted us. And from there, then we built the office spaces and got the square footage and the overhead. So,
and, I mean, your numbers prove agents are attracted to your business model. How many do you have now?
We have about 650 agents, makes us the second largest real estate company in Kansas City, and it's pretty intriguing knowing that when I walked through that one office, being the largest real estate company, to dream that I'd own the second largest real estate company has been very encouraging.
But you started in 2005, right ahead of the downturn. What do you think was the secret to your survival?
The true success for us has absolutely been managing our expenses since day one. It doesn't matter what business you're in. You have to manage your expenses and be wise about it. And so by doing that and keeping them very, very low and efficient, and really, quite frankly, having half the staff members and utilizing technology, we're very systemized. We have a lot of the technology that makes it, you really can have 3 people to one person compared to the 3 people and allows it to be more efficient. But the main thing is we're debt-free. We've been debt-free. All of our companies are. Boulevard Title, United Mortgage, and Platinum Realty are all debt-free since day one. And that's allowed us to reinvest that money, not be leveraged. And because of that, we've continued to grow and open up new offices in Kansas City and different markets. And that's what's been unique, because other companies have been shutting their doors. They've been downsizing. They've been offering less services to agents. And on the flip side, we've been offering more.
Where do you see Platinum going?
Well, our ambitious goal is to hit about 200 agents in the next 12 months, additional with our St. Louis market and our Kansas City market. We've really ramped up momentum, and the agents out there and customers trust us. So that's a very ambitious goal, but we always hit our goals. We try to make them very realistic. And so continue to do that. My overall big picture goal is to not necessarily be franchised, but to be company owned and be the largest regional player in the Midwest. And
so you see yourself moving into other markets here within, do you have a targeted plan, or are you just evaluating as things go with the housing recovery?
Well, the housing recovery plays a big part. Really, agents are attracted to us when we can offer them more, and during a hurt economy, we help them more in that ability. So our strategic focus is it's the cities that have the most agents. If you look at Kansas City, it has about 6,500 agents. St. Louis has about 11,000 agents. Oklahoma City, you just keep going through the different numbers of the cities, but it has to be a larger city, and it has to be a city that can support, a forward-thinking and a trend-setting brand. And
what does do you list homes as well? It's not just buyer agency; it's full service, correct?
Absolutely.
So, what is in it for the homeowner who's looking to sell? Why go with Platinum?
Well, again, it's the way technology has worked these days. It's all about syndication and getting your technology to push that house out there. We truly are on every single website that is known to man, and our agents are exceptional. And brand is number one. It doesn't really matter what company you're with. It's truly the people behind it that are pushing it and utilizing technology.
And so you continue to draw more agents to Platinum. Incredible growth story, and thanks for joining me in studio.
Absolutely. Well, I appreciate the opportunity.